Alrighty, hopefully this will stay connected first. Let's see. So I hope what we'll do is we'll take you through the forest walk and go find the elephants. If we do drop off, just stay tuned and I'll back on again. So, footprints there. Oh my God, there's a snake. There you go, see that? Green snake there. Hello there. How you doing? See that guy? Yeah, then they're not really venomous. Might give you a nasty bite. But that's your average green tree snake there. Hopefully you can see that. He's giving me the beady eye. Yeah, I just heard the tree rustle. But he's probably about, you can see there's the tail. He's probably a good meter long. Yeah. Checking me out. Where are you? Oh, it's too bright, you can't. Oh. I'm sure he won't drop down and attack me, but he's checking us out there. Hello there. It's all right, we're not going to do anything. We'll leave you alone. All right. Yeah, it's staying very still now. It's obviously, yeah, but I won't disturb you. I'll leave you alone. Now we... Oh, it was not that great. So, but hang in there. Do the elephants even care that humans are around? Every time I see vids, they seem to love people. Well, of course, they've grown up with people. So, you know, I mean, charge at people. But these guys have, you know, obviously they've always been around people. There's some big red ants here. Let's see if you can see those guys. They give you a nasty bite. You can actually eat these guys. I've eaten them, and you can eat their eggs as well. Yeah. So yeah. Obviously, with the bull, some more ants down here. With the bull elephants, when they are in must, however you say it, they have to be chained up because they go absolutely nuts. They will rip up trees and throw them about, and they have been known to kill people, even their owners. Or their mahouts. So when the male elephant is in muss once a year, then they do have to be kept separate. Otherwise, they destroy absolutely everything. It's incredible. They go nuts. So I'm going to point out some. Okay, I do hope we stay connected. But here we go through the forest, and. If there's any other snakes and stuff, I'll point them out. It's always entertaining to see the local. It's funny when I go back to the UK, everyone says, why do you keep looking at the ground when you're walking along? Well, it's because you never know what you're going to step on here. Got to be careful. So welcome everyone to Forest Walk at the lake. Okay, I'm live, still connected. This is just an example of how big things get here in the tropics. Magic mushrooms as well in the elephant poo. Let's see if we can. Okay, so this is part of it. So the elephants spend time around here, but that's not where they are at the moment. looking. So sending all this sunshine to all you cold folk in Europe. Drop of sunshine. It's about one. Ah, here we are. Here they are. Here they are. My friends. My elephant friends. Cap. Hello, how you doing? How you doing, my love?
Don't do it. Because we carry here, not you. We have to feed you like this. You don't do.
It's hard to put it up now. It's so big.
Yeah,
Here you go. Yeah, here you go. So
what you want?
Yeah, they are very happy here, very happy. And they have been rescued from, you know, various bad situations. So they really enjoy life here, being free. You see, no chains, no hooks. Yeah, whereas you'll notice here, you'll see, can you see this hole here? Hi, how you doing? It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. See this hole here? Yeah, that's all right. You just carry on eating, my love. You carry on eating. Yeah. Yeah.
What do you want?
You see? Can you see the hole in the cheek there? That's where they will have been had hooks used on them in the past. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
how much can you carry?
About 10.
All right. So again, we don't do riding here because that's not part. That's obviously, although they are very strong, they're really not necessarily built for riding.
Yes, okay. All right.
Oh, you got a lot there, huh? Being greedy.
Yeah. Stand here, okay?
No, I'm not standing in there.
Yeah, you are. Come on.
Oh, okay. Look at the camera.
This is one of the mahouts. Yeah, lovely chap. Yeah. So they're always with the elephants, but as you can see, they don't. You know, usually a mahout with an elephant would have the hook. No hooks. It's all. You know, mutual respect and voice commands, just to, you know. So. All right. So. Yeah. Right, you'll see one of these has got a bad, yeah, this one. Yeah, you see the tail is.
Low. 1, 2, 3.
This was an injury. I think I remember I've been told that this one was somehow bitten off. I think by a male. That's how vicious they can get. Yeah, but you can see these are the normal tails. You see. This one has suffered an injury there, but still, you know. Aren't they magnificent, huh? You're gonna fight over the bananas now, huh?
There's some over here.
Ah, yeah.
Guys, matter of fact, we touched the elephant's titties.
It's once in a lifetime.
Elephant vagina.
What are you doing, Jesus?
He's like
You just,
clapping it for me.
she just drops them.
Too greedy.
Don't kick me.
Hey, bud. How you doing, man?
เนี่ย
I'll just let you chill and enjoy this. You know, no need to talk much. Just let the elephants entertain you. It's just, you know, let you enjoy watching them enjoying interaction.
No more. See, yeah. No more. No more. Finish. One basket and another one. Yeah. You want to check? Come. No food, no friend. You see.
Okay, we're done here.
ว่าใดสาวคนรักเอ้าไป
So romantic though.
one banana ไปแล้ว What are you doing? I have nothing. Hey, he also have banana here. He hiding there. Hey, hiding in here. Yeah, you try to smell. Yes. Hey, banana here. Bigger than me, like this. Hey, you can take there.
Thank you.
Still looking for more bananas. So no more. All gone.
Also this one, you see the scar from the people control them. And also you can see from it. But not with that man, right? That man don't hurt them.
He's off to find some more food.
And also two of them, they are
He's talking to them. They've got their own little language.
What is this called? They have a small hole.
yes.
The eye in there.
Saying, come, come, come.
Hormone hole.
Come. Mama.
It will open and the oil coming out.
It's like a gland.
It means you have to bring them to see what.
Oh, okay.
If you don't bring them,
Oh, you're a bit tired. Look a bit tired, huh?
you have to train them.
Oh, did you hear that fart? Elephant fart.
On that time, we call like they do not remember anything. Even,
Hi.
even the man,
How you doing? You remember me?
they don't remember.
Yeah.
And also, if it be in that time, you can kill them. You have to train them.
Oh, you're just chilling, huh?
That's why in
You gonna go for a swim in the lake later?
one of the elephant, they have not them. They were custody. From the new elephant. But on the farm of elephant, they don't have any muscle. They have only tendon.
Hey, Ingested Read. Hey, Even. Esoteric. Hey, Truth 12.
So only here.
Behind the ears.
That's why people
See, again, this is the... You know, they use their tails as much as they use their trunks, actually. You know. Kind of for communicating and feeling around. Hey, man. All right.
keep them around.
Always.
When the people, when like eat the baby elephant, people when they train them to eat from here. Eat, and then some party. But here
You see that one over there? Just see, this is the wonderful thing about this place, and why I'm doing this is, you know, she's over there just eating by herself. And you see what they do is when they grab a bunch of grass and then they kind of thrash it about to get the soil off. You know. Oh, these guys have kind of had their fill. Yeah. Yeah, these are all female elephants. Yeah, she's following me, making sure I don't. It's alright, I'm just giving her a stroke. Alright. Yeah. I feel very privileged. How long have I lived in Thailand? What brought you here? I've been here 25 years. What brought me here? Who knows? But it was always something I just had to do. Just ended up here. So, and maybe these guys brought me here. Maybe this is why I'm here. Yeah? Yeah. I do feel that finally it's, I don't know, kind of, you know, a calling, as it were. I've always loved elephants, and always felt very sorry for them when they were in the city, seeing them begging for food in the city. And now these guys, I'm becoming friends with these guys. They remember me. Yeah. You see the hole there where that's from the hooks in the past. Oh, sorry, I'm not going to do anything, don't worry. Yeah. He's very chilled at the moment. Yeah. Been all day. Yeah. So it's wonderful, you know, because, you know, the elephants enjoy it, and so do the visitors. You know, it's lovely to see. Lovely to see. Yeah. So these elephants have worked together before. They know each other because they used to be in the logging industry. Yeah. Right, so he's off to get his charge over there. Hey, hey, hey.
Right, we go
Bob,
eating
hi.
over there. Right, let's
Hi. Yeah.
go. What? This is my phone. Oh.
He knows where you have
Oh.
secret stash.
Yes.
It's like the other one.
Nothing. We also have big banana. Only my knee. Hey, this side, not this side. Only this. Right, give you one. Cháu ơi, ông ơi đấy kìm khui nè. One, enough. For later. Always eating. Boom, your food over there, many. Yes.
That's very cool, yeah.
Nice. ไม่มีแล้วเอ้า Right there. Oh, one more.
she knew there was a banana there.
มีกล้วยดำอ่ะ Right, where is this? Here. Oh.
So fast.
No more. Finish. Keep on my head
like a full body frisk.
She can smell it.
Oop, gone.
See? Nothing in here. No more. Finish. You can see. Oh, in here. Oh. You want to look? Come. No more. No more. Finish. Finish. Only 100 baht. For my beer tonight. Not for you. For my
Okay, Ruben. Thank you for stopping by, man.
Finish now. You don't believe me? I have nothing for you now. You also have one here. Yes. My friend, I have nothing for you. Finish. See. You don't believe me. See. I have nothing in my hand. Nothing in my hand. You don't show your fear with the elephant. If you scared of them, the more come to you. See, give me banana.
I got nothing. Nothing for you. Sorry.
Sorry,
Yeah.
the pidang come with big basket. Okay. We also have one banana there. Now you believe me? You believe or not? Hey, I have one banana here. Oi, I have one more banana here. You can bring them all, yeah? Chị đèn cho mày mà quay mà phê mà ok we can mà
Go on then, off you go. We can get some more food. You coming? Huh? You coming? Come on then. Come on then. There's something very crazy about walking through the jungle being followed by an elephant. It's quite, quite magnificent. Yeah, it is. There's something, you're right, Blood. It's, hey Martin, yeah. Yeah, Blood. You know, there's sometimes you feel powerless to do something when you see mistreatment and stuff of certain animals and... Oh, in they go. But, you know, it's just, oh, where have they gone? Let's just follow them. Hopefully stay connected. Where have they gone?
มีความทรงจำโอ้ยไอ้ยา
เอาดู มีเห็ดไหมวันนี้หาเห็ดอยู่หาไม่เจอ
เห็ดอะไรเห็ดกี่ยัง
มันแห้งแล้วใช่ไหม
มันไอ้เงี้ยนี่
มันต้องมาแต่เช้าใช่ไหม
เดี๋ยวตึงงูยังมาเดี๋ยวด้วยเดี๋ยว
วันนั้น
ไอ้เราออกมาเดี๋ยวรักมัน
อืม
เดี๋ยวด้วยเดี๋ยว
อ๋อ thank you นี่วันนั้นทำน้ำชาเห็ด
กินเองไงโน้มไหม
ก็ทำนิดเดียวทำประมาณ3-4 ตอกนะก็
อะไรอยู่
แบบพอแบบไม่แบบไม่ใช่แบบแต่ได้อยู่ กินเยอะไม่ดีหรอก ยม แต่ถ้าแบบอยู่บ้านนิ่งๆมันก็
โอเคนะ
โอเค ถ้าออกไปข้างนอกไปเจออะไรบู้ไว้ก็ไม่ไหว อ๋อแล้วมี2 คนใช่ไหมอีก2
คือเกี่ยวกับพี่
อ๋อเนี่ยคือจะมีทางตัวหนึ่งไปอยู่กับเขาใช่ไหม
เดี๋ยวเราเล่นกันเนี่ย
อ๋อแยกไปโอเคเข้าใจThe concert, okay, yeah, just this is what they do when they pull up the grass. Enjoying that? Yeah? And you kind of thrash it about a bit. They put it up and then they give it a bit of a thrash to kind of get the soil off. Flat Earth trampled to death by elephants, yeah. Flattened. Yeah, these guys are really gentle, they're really nice, you know. I think they kind of know they've been, yeah. Oh, great, thank you, Natalie. Nice one. Yeah. All right. Oh, am I in your way? All right. That's the thing. A lot of these so-called sanctuaries don't have this kind of natural food for them. It's funny because you see these guys actually having to ride around on these motorbikes and stuff and or trucks and go and find food to feed them, and it's constant, you know. Yeah, they of course, with weighing several tons, they have to eat all the time. So I don't know where all the visitors have gone now. They're over there, but yeah. Yeah, so you see kind of the white on them is kind of like a bit of the clay kind of mud. He's destroying that tree there. Does not give one. Yeah, you should visit. I mean, you know, I've been here 25 years now, and of course every day is an adventure, but to be honest, I am looking forward to getting home a bit. Well, who knows? It's difficult. I know going home will be a culture shock as well. But life is very raw here, you know. Whether it's the, you know, it's just, I do remember kind of, you know, in England, you kind of, yeah, 25 years, about pretty much half my life, more than half my life. Yeah, you know, it's funny because, you know, in England, I keep thinking I'm seeing lizards and snakes and things, because here you just, you know, the moment you set foot out the door, you've got geckos and what have you, you know, just life everywhere. You know, the place is teeming with life. And of course, people, it's a very outdoor existence as well. So, you know, you're in close contact with your neighbours and everything like that. Of course, it's very different in the UK, where it's a very, very sterile environment, you know. You just don't get the creatures, you don't get the insects, you don't get, you know, I mean, that's partly due to obviously the weather, but also due to the fact that we have this kind of difficulty kind of with this live and let live idea, you know. You know, we can't stand seeing insects, you know, whether it's a bee that's disturbing the picnic or something like that. You know, here it's just like, well, you know, people just don't get so phased about with you know, things like that. It's just normal to see, you know, insects and stuff buzzing around. Yeah. These guys happily destroying the yeah, let's give you a closer look. See, she's thrashing the grass to get the mud off. Yeah, they are happy. Yeah, they are, man. Wonderful. And if we're still going live when it's time to go down to the water, then you'll hear them kind of, they give these squeals of delight when they know they're going for a bath. Oh, what's up? And so, yeah, you know, obviously in the past, you'd see the happy. Only 3 at the moment. There have been others in the past. They've come and gone, but 3 at the moment, and there'll be more coming soon. Obviously, the thing is with these elephants is, you know, they do have owners per se. They are an asset to their owners, and so they do have to be, well, either bought or rented, as it were. And of course, you know, they have to be fed, and vets have to look after them, and there's lots of licensing. You see, there's you know, an elephant that's born in a particular district must remain in that district, and if they are moved, then a lot of paperwork has to be done. And there's a lot of again, a lot of payments, and a lot of transport is obviously an issue as well. So yeah, there are lots of laws and rules and regulations in place to help them and to ensure, yeah, like a temporary adoption, yeah. But obviously the aim is to, ultimately, if we can buy them and have them stay here, then great. But the way it is at the moment is that, for example, you've got wild elephants that live in the forest. They are left alone and they are protected. And for example, Khao Yai Forest, which is a kind of reserve, that's a national protected forest. And the elephants, the wild elephants there, they're just left to their own devices. But elephants such as these are, I suppose you could say, domesticated. They are rather like cattle in a way that are, as I said, they'll have an owner and they are registered, and so they have their licenses and all that stuff, microchips. To be honest, I'm not sure if they have microchips. Yeah, so when an elephant is brought here, then the mahout, which is not necessarily the owner, but the mahout has to come with them and live with them 24/7. So the mahouts are housed here, they are fed here. You can see how actually agile they actually are going down this slope. See that? It's amazing, isn't it? It's quite steep. But this is why elephants are used, or have been used, in the logging industry, for example, because they can get places where tractors can't get. Yeah. Oops. Even I'm having trouble going down the hill now. Elephant has a much easier job on 4 legs than me. Yeah. Yeah. So so when the elephants are brought here with the mahout is housed and obviously fed, and so this is really that kind of like this really does come under kind of the eco-tourism banner or umbrella where local, obviously the local environment is being preserved. These animals are being, their only job is to be elephants. And so someone asked if the mahouts abuse them. Well, this is what happens with in many of these situations where you have tourist attractions where there are elephants. Then yes, they will use hooks, and when the elephants are young, they have to be broken in, and unfortunately this will have happened to these elephants. So there's nothing we can do about that. At about 3 years old, they are broken in, just like a wild horse is broken in. Yeah, they I'm not condoning that, I'm just saying that's the way it is. That doesn't necessarily have to be, yeah, it is horrible, but that's the thing, any circus elephant or anything like that, it will have been treated like that. But obviously here, if we had elephants from a young age, then it would be different, right? But these elephants, we rescue them from these situations. Some of them, one of them here is from Burma. So of course, there's very little control we have. The only thing we can do is give them a good life here. Oh, hi, King of the whatever that is. I'm sorry, your chat's just disappeared. Yeah. So it's like any animal, isn't it? You can communicate with them and you can work with them with mutual respect, or you can be cruel. But here, we've built this understanding with them. They are rewarded with food, And so this is the kind of, you know, this is they get into this routine, you know, and they enjoy it because it's not too much pressure. It's just they basically get fed. They know they're going to get fed, and then it's swimming time in the lake, and they enjoy it, you know. Natalie says, yeah, I'm sure the elephants know it's a good place and the people there are to help them, yes. Yeah, that's right, exactly. They do. They get it, you know. And to be honest, you know, some elephants have come here and they are so traumatized and scarred that it's simply too dangerous to let them interact with the tourists, so they don't. Yeah, see, off they go. Off she goes into the water. Oh, you hear that elephant fart? All right. Obviously, sometimes they need a little bit of encouragement, you know. And off they go into the water. How can you get more details? Okay, just go to PhuketElephantHome.org. All the information is there. Bookings can be made online. And basically, it's me that's looking after the website, so just let me know, and we're always happy to make flexible arrangements. And so, yeah, you just send us a message, and you'll be talking to me directly, basically, if you're communicating through the website. That's basically what I've done for these people, is my way of helping out for no fee, really. I design websites, I host websites, but I'm doing this as you know, my way of helping out. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Martin. I mean, it's the least I can do, right? I mean, gosh, it doesn't cost me anything to do the hosting because I already operate a server. To design a website takes me a week or so, and then I just, you know, I'm just more than happy to help get the word out. And you know, if it's just, you know, just makes me feel good to, you know, and happy tourists, happy elephants, you know. I mean, compared to, like I say, you know, like I said, you know, there are many sanctuaries here which I would never work for. There are tourist attractions where the elephants are kept in very bad conditions. I would never have anything to do with them. I would never promote them. You know, I used to do. Thanks, man. Yeah, you know, I used to do PR, but you know, as time goes by, you know, you kind of like, you know, there are many things I won't write about because I refuse to help promote things that are unethical. But this, you know, the more people know about it, the better. The more it promotes, and the more it encourages other people. I don't mind if other elephant sanctuaries thrive by offering the same, because you just end up promoting this ethical approach. Yeah, so it's all good. And I've seen some really, you know, such sad things in the past with the elephants. You know, feet blown off, and some horrible things. When you see them in Bangkok, you know, pacing the streets, and you know, they got the streets are really hot and stuff, and they're just begging for food. It's horrible. You know, but what, you know, I've always felt powerless to do anything about it. But now I've got the power to do something. Just that's all. Just, you know. So, you know, and of course these mahouts are also, you know, they have to receive a monthly salary, and they have to be fed, and they've got families to look after, you know, so Yeah, thanks, Martin. Yeah. But and do you know what goes around comes around? Often end up, there's a lot of people. Okay, who's that? Natalie. Yes, I lived in Bangkok for a few years and saw many tragic sights. Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it? It's really horrible. Yeah. But that's the way I work with a lot of my customers. In fact, it's weird to call them customers because, I do there's so many things just you end up doing like for free. But then, what goes around comes around, right? So you just, it's funny because sometimes, you in certain kind of work situations or business situations, every little thing, every minute is billed for. But I don't work like that with the people I work with. It's just, we just, we just help each other out, and it just works out, and you can't. That's the thing. You can't quantify these things. Sometimes someone will say, well, how much do you want for, they'll ask me to do something, or maybe a little translation or something, and they say, how much do you want? I can't put a price on it, man. Whatever. Maybe start a sponsor with elephant section on your site if you. That's a really good idea. I mean, thank you. Yeah, I mean, obviously, that's actually, yeah. I mean, I appreciate the suggestion there, and we do have a lot of people who really want to help out, especially people that have been here before and visited. They really, they say, how can I help out? And of course we ask that they just spread the word, but yeah, a lot of people do want to make donations and of course, given the finances, the more finances this place has, the more elephants they can rescue. Yeah. So as I said, rescuing an elephant involves approaching the owner who may have the elephant employed in a certain, negative situation. They love having the bath, yeah. So, for example, this elephant might be, one of these tourist attractions in a kind of circus-like environment, or logging, or whatever it might be, or, doing rides. So what we do is once we have the finances, we approach the owner and we try to offer them, as much, basically make them a deal where they, obviously, for them, obviously they would prefer that their elephants are treated nicely, and if we can assure that as well as some income for them, then that's basically how we rescue them. Yeah. Because without the income, then of course the elephants will suffer. Yeah, it's just, unfortunately, that's just the way it is. Because there's nothing in place to support the elephants. Unless it is, private foundations. There's no government funding or anything like that for the elephants. So that's what we do. Yeah, they do love having the bath. Yeah. Now we should soon have some people coming in and joining them. Yeah, I've got to get in there. I've got to get in there myself. I never come prepared. I've got my jeans on and stuff. I really want to dive in now. Just want to get in. Okay, Martin. Thank you very much for popping by. All right, yeah, I'm glad it's been a positive experience for you. Thanks, man. Cheers. Enjoy your day at work. Yeah. Yeah, so I have learned, that's one thing about Thailand, and the way things go here is that I've learned to, if you put out, you just, it's like all of us, we can't expect things on a silver platter. We put out the effort, we put out the positive energy, and it will come back. You can't predict how it will come back. You can't dictate how it will come back. You just have to have complete confidence. And sure, you know, been through some hard times, been poor, been on the bones of my ass. But you know, that is when things suddenly can take a positive turn. You know, you feel there's all these bubbles coming up where the elephant's farting. You know, but it's that's what this place has taught me, that and you know, we really are in this place where energy, this energy exchange, positive energy, obviously comes back at you. There is, so here are the visitors going in, you know, and it really is, you know, that's how this place works. That is how but of course we are completely distracted with pay slips and taxes and all the, and you know, kind of hourly rates and things like that. I hate working for an hourly rate. I just don't do it. If I'm forced to come up with a rate for a job, then okay, it's just a lump sum, and do whatever it takes and whatever that job involves. And often you might feel that you're going well above and beyond the call of duty, but again, what you end up doing is producing quality, because you're associated with whatever you produce, and it comes back. Might take a while, but again, you can't predict that. You know, you can't dictate that, and that is the wonderful thing. You know, and for me, this is, you know, when it comes to flat Earth and all that, that's why, to be honest, I'm not that fussed about exploration. Because, I mean, great, it would be great to explore, it'd be great to show that there are places beyond what we think we know. And I would, if there was an exploration mission up, I would go for it, you know. But at the same time, I feel as if there are lots of us that are in tune with the way things really are, the way, you know, energy flows. And yeah, when you focus on being positive and doing positive things, it comes back. Ruben says, I agree, success to me is family, money comes and goes, family sort of. Oh, very true, very true. And isn't it interesting how, for example, the Chinese put great emphasis on you know, legacy, and for them, you know, the people they worship their ancestors. Rather than any particular god or anything, you know, it's the ancestors. They realize that they are in a position of privilege or whatever it is, or they have a, you know, this family business because of the effort and the work that was done by previous generations. So they spend a lot of time paying huge respect to ancestors and their lineage and their heritage. Yeah, and I think that's what any of us want to do, isn't it? We want to create a legacy of sorts, and that doesn't mean that you create this mega multi-billion gazillion dollar industry for your kids to kind of like take over and suffer the consequences of, but you instill some kind of ethic, responsibility. Look at this, look at just chilling, just they love it. Isn't it? It's just wonderful to see, you know. She just loves it. She just lies there and, you know. Beautiful. Yeah, Rimmer says, now that you mentioned God or gods in America, God is government God. Yeah, God of golden gravity. You're absolutely right. I know. And this is the whole thing. All of this stuff that we're on about here, all us flat earthers and truth seekers, it's all about getting back into tune with the earth. We are of the earth, And when we, you know, the thing is, we are raised in this world of tech, and there's nothing wrong with tech, but distraction and detachment from reality. The spinning globe and all that stuff, you know, it's trying to tell us our place in the universe, and it's absolutely nonsense. It's absolute, yeah, all about nature, blood, yeah, you know. And man, you know, what a distraction. They got us looking up and imagining space and aliens and all that stuff. Anything that takes our focus off the now. But wouldn't you love to just jump in and join these elephants and be in the now? Yeah. Surely, you know, I mean, look at these guys, just this, you know, right now that guy scrubbing the elephant, all his focus is on that. Not thinking about anything else, not thinking about paying his taxes or his mortgage. Look at that, he's just, you know, what an experience to have, eh? And the elephants too, they're enjoying being in the lake, they're enjoying being scrubbed, they're enjoying being in the now. And memories are being created, experience is being had. She's complete, oi, the elephant over there, complete, they can hold their breath for quite a long time actually. So even the trunk's gone underwater, and she'll just pop the trunk up to have a breath of air. There you go. Anyway guys, it's been an hour and I really appreciate you all joining me. I hope you've had a fun time here at the sanctuary, and it's been nice to share some thoughts and not talk too much, but just let the scenery do the talking. Yeah. So you know, hopefully this has just been a nice break for you, and let's catch up soon, eh? All right. Take care everyone. Cheers for now.